fun is on for the record $2.1 million first place prize here on the World Poker Tour.
The World Poker Tour is a series of 17 international poker tournaments featuring the biggest games,
Wow.
the greatest players, and the largest payouts on the planet. At Foxwoods, 6 players, a record-setting $7.8 million. There's a mountain of money in the hills of New England tonight on the World Poker Tour.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the World Poker Tour. I'm Mike Sexton, along with Vince Van Patten, and we're at the beautiful Foxwoods Resort Casino for the World Poker Final.
That's right, Mike. It's good to be back in Foxwoods. I mean, this is truly no-limit Texas Hold'em country. And, Mike, what's amazing is the Foxwoods World Poker Finals is now the biggest tournament in the history of the East Coast, bar none. It keeps getting bigger and better.
Oh, you're right, Vince. It's big, and it brings out the best. The past winners of this event have gone on to become household names in the poker world. Howard Leder, Hoyt Corkins, and the reigning WPT World Champion, Twanley.
That's right, Mike. Great players. Now, this is the 7th stop of our 17 on the World Poker Tour. This is an international poker circuit. And this week we had a record 783 players all getting to this tournament either by a satellite or by putting up $10,000 of cold hard cash.
But 777 are gone. We are down to our final 6, and they're all going for the lion's share of a whopping nearly $8 million prize pool and the prestige of capturing a WPT title.
Oh, it is big money. Let's meet these players.
Well, starting out in the short stack tonight is a legend in both the poker world and the business world. He's 64-year-old Lyle Berman out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lyle is a member of the Poker Hall of Fame, and Vince, one of his entrepreneur ideas was funding the World Poker Tour.
Yeah.
That's right. He's at the final table. Took him 4 years, Vince. Let's see if he can do it. Starting out in 5th chip position with $693,000 in chips is Bill Gazes out of Miami, Florida. Bill's a top-notch pro. We've seen Bill at a final table before on the World Poker Tour. Tonight, he's looking to capture that first WPT title.
That's right. Now, 4th chip position, Lenny Cordolino. He's only been playing poker a couple years. He's an ex-military man. You got to like him for that.
I love it.
He's got about $773,000. Now, in 3rd chip position, you've seen him before on the World Poker Tour, Alan Cunningham out of Las Vegas, 28 years old. He came in 3rd in Paris. He's always someone to watch.
Starting out in 2nd chip position tonight with $1.4 million in chips is Tony LaCastro. This guy got in this tournament by winning a $225 satellite. He is going for over $2 million here tonight. Vince, they've nicknamed this guy All In Tony. He moves all in. He puts pressure on these guys. Let's see if that strategy works for him tonight.
All right, Mike, our chip leader right now with a whopping $3.5 million. Check your IDs because he's only 21 years old. Nick Schulman. He is from New York. He got into the tournament through a satellite. He has taken advantage of these guys. He could take this whole thing.
Can you imagine? 21 years old, going for over $2 million. This is going to be fun.
Let's go down to the felt and see what happens.
We're at the World Poker Finals Shuffle Up and Deal.
Well, here we go. The World Poker Finals at Foxwoods about to get underway.
Now the antes will be $3,000. The blinds are going to be $15,000 and $30,000.
We have nearly $8 million in the prize pool, the largest prize pool for a regular season World Poker Tour event in history. A lot on the line here tonight.
Action's going to be on Tony LaCastro from New Jersey.
He's been dubbed All In Tony. That's the play he likes to make. Looks at ace deuce of spade here. Under the gun, as we say, opts to lay it down.
Lenny quickly folding, and now around to Alan Cunningham. Look at this. He picks up a wired pair of 8s.
Alan, the top-rated professional player out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He's got the 2 snowmen, and he's going to bet $80,000.
Wired pair right off the bat into Bill Gazes from Miami. Bill has ace-9. Also a pretty good starting hand.
Bill also considered one of the top pros in the world. Both he and Alan, very studious players of the game. Very tough poker players. And what is Bill going to do now with this ace-9 offsuit?
Well, this is a guy that likes to take his time.
$210,000.
Oh, he's going over the top, makes it $210,000.
Well, he is trying to send a message right away here on hand 1.
Now it's on Lyle. Throws away his queen 3. Nick going out. Back to Alan Cunningham.
And folks, they say the mid pairs in No Limit Hold'em is the toughest hand to play. This is the reason why. You raise with them, your opponent re-raises you. What do you do with 2-8s right now?
28-year-old in the very first hand, picking up the 8s, and now he's got a big decision.
I'll go all in.
He's going all in.
He is playing it boldly.
I'll go all in.
Well, he is landing on the line right here.
And Bill doesn't want any part of it. He throws his cards away.
I can tell you, if you got ace-9 offsuit, you don't like your hand anymore, that's for sure. But what a difference to the first guy that goes out in this tournament, who's going to get $276,000, and the winner, who's going to collect over $2.1 million. That's a lot of money. They were gambling it right there, at least Alan was, by moving all in over the top.
Well, we saw Alan Cunningham the first season on the World Poker Tour in Paris. He finished third. Tonight, he has a shot at this title.
The first season was the last time I was in the WPT final table. It was a little bit disappointing to come in third.
It's just an awful beat.
That is heartbreak for Alan.
So I guess maybe nerves might have come into it. And now it's my turn to win. I know I'm going to win one of them.
By the way, he was voted one of the nicest guys on the poker circuit. You know, I'm not so sure that's a good title really to have. Maybe it is for borrowing power. Who knows?
I don't know, boy. Top pro Alan Cunningham taking down pot number 1 with bold, aggressive play there, Vince. Took a lot of moxie to move in over the top with 2-8s there.
Yes, he did. Back to this hand. Action on Lyle Berman has King 10 of hearts. Pretty decent starting hand.
120.
Well, he's under the gun, but doesn't slow him down. He comes in for $120,000. He's used to playing for high stakes. He's doing it here. They're folding like dominoes right now.
And now Bill Gaze is with King Queen in the big blind. He's got a decision.
Part of Bill's problem is he's now on the short stack because he stubbed his toe in that last pot against Allen.
Well, he would be in a good place if he should make this call.
So much.
Now, what's interesting, we have seen Bill Gaze's play on the World Poker Tour before, and it was honestly like watching a chicken roast. It took so much time.
Well, he's got a problem here, Vince. He knows Lyle's capable of making a move with any 2 cards. He's got a reasonable hand. He's in the big blind. Remember, he's got $30,000 in the pot already. Cost him $90,000 more to call. But coming in with King Queen against a guy that opened in first position can be dangerous at times.
Let's look at Lyle Berman trying to act casual. He does not want this call. A hugely successful businessman, Lyle Berman, having to sweat this out. Oh, and Bill's going to lay it down.
Well, Bill's problem is he's short on chips, Vince. He just can't afford to make the call.
Just 4 times the big blind.
So Lyle Berman, the family man.
I don't think that's a lot.
He has 4 kids, 2 that he actually won in a poker game.
Standard, bring in all the
other 2 he got in hostile takeovers, I guess.
I gave you a lot of credit there, Lyle, up front.
You should.
But actually, his son Bradley made this final table last year. Took a horrendous beat at this final table.
Right.
Lyle Berman, certainly the one player at this table, won't be affected by the money. Plays for cash for these kind of stakes regularly.
Okay, and action's back on. Nick Schulman throws away his 6-3. Tony going out.
Around to Lenny. Lenny's picked up King Jack of diamonds.
Ex-Navy man says raise.
And he's going to come in for $90,000.
To Alan Cunningham, and Alan with a button, he has King Queen.
I'll go all in.
He says all in.
Wow, he has come over the top. You talk about a guy playing some bold poker at this final table. No limit hold'em is all about putting pressure on your opponents. Alan Cunningham doing it here.
Bill goes out, Lyle as well, and back around to Lenny Cordolino.
Well, Vince Lenny's been on a roll around here. He was the World Poker Finals Player of the Year here. Won a $5,000 no limit hold'em tournament a week ago. Obviously making a lot of correct decisions around here. Will he make the correct decision here and get away from this hand? If not, he could be out in 6th place.
Yeah, the Navy man would be going down to Davy Jones's locker if he should fail on this one. What instincts by Alan Cunningham. He would be in a beautiful place if he should get the call from Lenny Cordolino. Lenny thinking about this. Will he pull the trigger? No, he's going out.
Well, he opts to lay down the King Jack, and wisely so.
So Mr. Nice Guy, Alan Cunningham, takes this
I
pot.
don't think we're going to see a flop the whole tournament.
He's not going to get many votes from these guys as being the nicest guy in poker, I can tell you. He is putting a hammer on him.
Well, the Navy man took a shot, but made a nice laydown.
I retired from the Navy 2 years ago. Last August was the first time I've ever played live poker. I got in on a satellite, buy in small to win big. Bet it when you get it, let the chips fall where they may.
Oh, it is fast poker here at Foxwoods. Stay tuned. 6 still remain.
Well, we've sure got a monster prize pool tonight of nearly $8 million. Our chip leader is 21-year-old Nick Schulman. We saw 20-year-old Josh Schlein come within a turn of a card of capturing a World Poker Tour title. Tonight, could a 21-year-old do it?
Back down on the table, the Navy man, first one to act. This time picks up a pair of 8s.
He's under the gun. First to act, he's going to raise with the 2 8s.
Let's see the amount. He just made a nice laydown. The hand before. Lenny goes up. Goes to 120,000.
105.
Raised it to 120,000.
Allen looking down at a Jack 8. Goes out.
Bill gazes, peeks at 9-5. Folds.
And around to Lyle Berman with a Queen 4. That's not going to work. Nick Schulman now throws away his 3 deuce.
All in.
Now Tony LaCastro picks up 2 10s. He's gone all in, Vince.
Yes, he has. He's gone over the top with that big wired pair.
Well, he has been dubbed all in Tony by these players because that's the play he makes. He puts you to the test for all your chips.
I call.
They're going out of here. Lenny is called, and Lenny is not going to like it. He is dominated, as we say. He's up against the over pair. That's the worst situation you can go all in with before the flop, pair over pair. Lenny is going to have to get very lucky to stay afloat.
Yes, he will.
Over $1.2 million in this pot.
Lenny Cordolino, the retired Navy man, in a precarious situation right now as they shake hands.
His wife Pauline out in the crowd sweating it as well.
Against me.
Tony LaCastro does not look confident, Vince, either. He knows it's not over till it's over.
They've been playing for 4 days straight, but right now it's about these two. Here come the first 3. Lenny Cordolino, he says he just turned pro, needs some luck here. Here comes the flop.
Keep it high, baby. Right up there. Keep it high.
Oh, Jack 10 8.
Both flop sets.
Both players have flopped a set. Now, unfortunately for Lenny, he has the bottom set, as we say, and Alan Cunningham folded an 8. So for him to win this pot, he's got to hit 2 running hearts to make a flush. He could split it and get a tie if 2 running straight cards come up.
Tony's wife, Carmela, in the front row, has to sweat this out.
She wouldn't be nervous if she knew Alan folded an 8, I can tell you that. If it's not a heart, Lenny cannot win the pot. He could split it if 2 straight cards come up.
Low. Keep it right low, right at the bottom. 2.
Here comes the turn. It's a queen.
Well, now that gives both players a straight draw. If a 9
Sure
comes
does.
up, they would split this pot with a queen high straight. So the queen, not a bad card for Lenny, and then it gives him more outs to survive. But I'm sure right now he would love to see a 9 pop off of there so he could stay alive.
Low. Yes!
And a lady on the river, that's going to do it.
Both players have made a full house. We see Tony's full house is higher. He's going to win this pot.
The Navy man is our 6th place finisher, picking up $276,000.
He's a local favorite here, very popular. Has had a wonderful month and a wonderful week here at Foxwoods. That's right. Man overboard, as they holler in the Navy.
Well, he is body bagged. He's going to get the 21 gun salute as he walks away here at Foxwoods.
Well, but don't feel too sorry for him, folks. He got in this tournament by winning a satellite. What a tournament he's had here at Foxwoods.
5 players remaining here at Foxwoods. Nick Schulman is the chip leader with 3.5. Short stack at this time is Bill Gaze is from Miami. He's got about 477.
How about when he re-raced? Did that convince you at all?
Action's on Bill.
No, when he re-raised,
Bill's first act.
obviously ace-king.
Bill out. Lyle out. And now around to the chip leader, Nick Schulman. He's got queen 10.
Well, he's on the button. He's in position. He's got the chip lead, and he's raising it.
90,000.
Tony quickly goes out.
And now Alan Cunningham with queen 10 of spades. He's considering this.
Well, he's going to make the call. So